Come into this place by Rebecca A. Edmondson Lang. Come in. Come into this place, which we make holy by our presence. Come in with all of your vulnerabilities and strengths, fears and anxieties, loves and hopes. For here you need not hide, nor pretend, nor be anything other than who you are and are called to be. Come into this place where we can touch and be touched, heal and be healed, forgive and be forgiven. Come into this place where the ordinary is sanctified, the human is celebrated, the compassionate is expected. Come into this place. Together, we make it a holy place.
I will light the chalice and recite our affirmation. We light this chalice in the search for truth and the spirit of love. We unite in worship and fellowship. As an extension of our chalice lighting, I want to take a moment of silence to light another candle for some of the names who have recently been affected by police brutality. We cannot cover all the names of those affected. We light this candle for the life of Irvin Dean Mora Charlie, for the life of E.J. Bradford, for the life of Jamie Johnson. May these lights be a symbol of our commitment to continue the work of racial justice and proclaim that indeed Black lives matter.
Are you guys ready for our first hymn? Oh, wait, I can't hear you. Okay, here we go. Lean on me.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on my brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
There we go.
Now it's a time in our service for joys and sorrows. If you are visiting us for the first time, this would be a lovely opportunity for you to introduce yourself if you would like. You could also introduce yourself by writing in our chat. We invite you to type the chat of your joys and sorrows. If you're not going to speak them aloud, we'll do our best to call on folks and speak your joy or sorrow directly to the congregation. Sally, again, will post any joys and sorrows. Sally will read any joys and sorrows that are posted in the chat room. So do we have any joys and sorrows today? Remember to unmute yourself if you do. Hi, Rona.
Hi, I have a joy and a sorrow. Our friend Vincent Folk is in the ICU at Staten Island University Hospital. He collapsed sometime between Thursday night and Friday morning. And no one had heard from him. I sent my kids over to check and Alicia called 911. He had a pulse ox of like 60 and he was unresponsive. He's much better. They think it's an infection. Visiting hours are between 8 and 8. And he has a phone in his room. I don't know the number. And then our joy is, it looks like we're finally going to close on our house. Yay. Sometime the week of the 18th. So keep your fingers crossed because it's been a long haul.
Are there any other joys and sorrows?
Bonnie, do you want to unmute yourself?
Sure. So my joy is that my somewhat adopted daughter, my daughter's best friend for many, many years, is having her parents, which is such a joyful occasion, join her for 2 weeks in New York City from Guyana. So it's really a wonderful event. Very happy for them.
I have a sorrow to share. Joe Carroll, who many people might know, was the district manager of Community Board 1 for about 1,000 years, bless him. Joe passed away, and it's very sad loss for Staten Island's North Shore, his family and friends, and those who really came to know Joe as just a real servant for the community, and served the community board so well. Literally, it's got to be well more than 30 years. So Joe will definitely be missed. He will definitely be missed.
And I have a joy that our daughter and our grand dog has been visiting us yesterday and all day today. And maybe you'll see him on the screen at some point.
I do have a bit of a joy. Later on today, I'm going to be going to see the Nets with my daughter and granddaughter. So this will be Violet's first professional basketball game. So we're excited about that. If there are any others? Sally, nothing else in the chat?
Nothing in the chat right now.
Like they say, going once, going twice. So let's take a moment to appreciate the joys and sorrows that we have heard that have been shared, either online or from all of us speaking to each other. So we appreciate all of those, and we'll also take a moment to think about those joys and sorrows that we hold in our heart that perhaps weren't shared aloud, but sit with any one of us. Thank you for sharing.
Now we'll have something that we haven't had in a long time. and that's a story for all ages. Rona is going to attempt to put it up on her screen, and then we will be able to hear her story.
So my name is Rona Solomon, and I've been very grateful to the women's group for keeping in touch during this trying time. It's hard to make friends, and that's what today's story is about. It's the Little Book of Friendship by Zach Bush. Am I sharing?
No,
Yes.
those are mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So friendships are like flowers. They start out as tiny seeds, but if you take care of them, they grow and bloom until you have a beautiful garden. Making a friends is easy to be one. Not sure how? No worries. There are so many ways to show someone you want to be their friend. A great place to start is by saying, hi, my name is Rona. And before you know it, you'll have a friend. You can use words to make friends. There are so many good ones to choose from. Let's do it again. I'm glad we're friends. You're amazing. Thanks for helping. Doing nice things for others is a great way to be a friend. You can invite your friend to your house, play what your friend wants to play, share your toys, laugh when your friend tells a joke. Being a good friend means accepting and appreciating that friends may be different from you, and you can learn new things from your friends. You can have lots of fun with your friends. Here are some things that you can do together. What are some things that a friend can do? A friend can make you laugh when you're feeling grumpy, listen when you have something to say, sit quietly beside you when you don't feel like talking, and include you even if they're playing with someone else. Being a friend means never ever making fun of anyone, even if they're scared. What can you do as a friend? You can always show that you care. Sometimes being a friend means having an argument. One day might be hard, but the next one will be better. Friendship takes patience, important lesson. And remember, the key to having a friend is being a friend. So now we're going to have a different view, which I found fascinating and contained lots of information of friendship, especially as we grow older, from Ellen Simonetti.
Thank
Very welcoming and supportive. And when I found that Kathy Santo would be holding weekly Wednesday night meetings of the women's group, I immediately jumped in and joined.
Recording?
Through these 2 years of the pandemic, I've struggled with more eye surgeries and other health problems. And through it all, every Wednesday night, I've found women expressing affection and compassion, creating a community with bonds of friendship. In our meetings, we frequently laugh together, cry together, question our lives in the world around us. We search for answers together and encourage each other. During my difficult last 2 years, I spent times with other women who were experiencing good times and bad. I've had good times and bad. Together, we uplift each other, knowing that each Wednesday evening, we will have a chance to strengthen the bonds of friendship between us. Since the beginning of the pandemic, I've created some very close relationships and friendships with some of the women and look forward to getting closer to others. Our group has seen some move away and yet stay in touch through the bonds of friendship. These friendships have been my stabilizing force through the last 2 years. I came to the Unitarian Church looking for a place to sing. I received so much more. I found a compassionate community where my heart can sing, where I could feel comfortable, where I could be accepted and cared for, a place where I could do the same for others. I found a compassionate community which ensures my own well-being as well as that of others. Together. Thank you.
Look at that.
So ladies, we thank you all for sharing your stories. I think it was enlightening for all of us. Thank you very much. Now it's time in our order of service when we take an offering. We know it's the gifts of all of us that support our ability to thrive and gather. Sally's going to post any links in order to make a contribution to the church in the chat. You can mail us a check or donate to our PayPal giving page. Please give as generously as you can. Our offering will now be gratefully accepted.
Now it's time for our closing hymn, which if you had hymnals.
Carolyn, I think you have to unmute, Kevin.
Oops, time for our
Okay,
hymn.
I must have hit that accidentally.
One more
Here we
time.
go. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you. Through the good times and the hard times too. Let it be a dance. Let a dancing song be heard. Play the music, say the word, and fill the sky with sailing birds. Let it be a dance, let it be a dance, let it be a dance. Learn to follow, learn to lead. Feel the rhythm, feel the need. To reap the harvest, plant the seed. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you. Through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Everybody turn and spin. Let your body learn to bend. And like a willow with the wind. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. A child is born, the old must die. A time for joy, a time to cry. Take it as it passes by. Let it be a dance. Let it it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Morning star comes out at night. Without the darkness is no light. If nothing's wrong, then nothing's right. Let it be a dance, let it be a dance, let it be a dance. Let the sunshine, let it rain. Share the laughter, bear the pain. And round we go again. Let it be a dance.
Thank you, Kevin and Carolyn. I'm going to recite the affirmation as we extinguish our chalice and extinguish the chalices. We extinguish these flames, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. For these we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Let us give thanks for generous friends with hearts and smiles as bright as their blossoms, for feisty friends as tart as apples, for continuous friends who, like scallions and cucumbers, keep reminding us that we've had them, for crotchety friends as sour as rhubarbs and as indestructible, for old friends who wind around us like tendrils and hold us, despite our blights, wilts, and wilderings. And finally, for those friends now gone, like gardens past that have been harvested, and those who fed us in their times that we might have life thereafter. For all these, we give thanks by Max Coops.